For as long as I could remember, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. Ever since I was young, I've been making like home movies and whatnot, which would be a great video to go over them actually, but I have to see some demand for that. I guess I'm what you would call an like aspiring young filmmaker. I have a short film I'm planning to premiere this year. I want to film some more this year and really get that part of my life going. I feel like I've been pretty lucky, actually, or pretty blessed rather, because I feel like a lot of people, friends around my age, early 20s, they don't know what they want out of life. They're not sure what they want to do yet. They're jumping around colleges, different classes, whatnot. But I've always known what I've wanted to do. I've wanted to make movies forever. It might seem unattainable to some, but even if it never becomes a career, man, I'll just do it. I always tell people I'd do it if I was homeless. So I thought it'd be a good idea today to maybe go over some movies that influence me, inspire me, because I want to do this channel differently from other, these commentary channels that pop up. They talk about different events and shit that's going on in the world and try to be philosophical. Yeah, I'm gonna do stuff a little different. I like to talk about geeky shit, so that's what I'm gonna do. There's no possible way I could do this video without talking about Inception, man. And the craziest part is, I don't even think that's Nolan's greatest film. I think his greatest film is Oppenheimer. But Inception really, maybe changed my life, honestly, if we're being serious about it. Because I've always liked movies when I was a kid, escaping into that world. But I watched Inception for the first time. I was maybe like 10 or 11. And it totally recontextualized what I thought a movie could be. Before, as you watch a movie, it ends, okay, on to the next thing in life. But finishing this movie, there was still the lingering question if Leo's character is in the dream or not. And I sat on that for a while. I was like, oh my god. And I rewatched it. And there's so much stuff you could gather from it. Like, you could pick up many clues. You actually, the film puts it on the audience to structure the plot, like where stuff is going on, what's taking place when. That was incredible to me. I'll never forget that experience. I hold that film in high regard for really influencing me to go down this path with filmmaking. Yeah, it's just wow. Now, horror's actually my favorite genre, and the film that really opened the floodgates to that for me was Halloween. More so the series of films Halloween, but for today I'm going to talk about the version from the late 70s. I didn't watch that version until a bit later on in my life, teenage years. But when I watched it, I knew it was one of my all-timers, you know what I mean? Like a Mount Rushmore kind of film for me. Yeah, it's just great. It's just great to me. I just love it. The atmosphere around the film is immaculate. Michael Myers, while being a somewhat basic character in terms of the symbolism of evil and whatnot, he's the benchmark for me. This film really invented the slasher genre. Some people would say, maybe make the argument that, oh, no, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I'd counter that point and say that slashers weren't a thing to this movie. Because then after Halloween, you get Friday the 13th, Nightmare. It's just, everything leads back to Michael Myers. Started the final girl trope with Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis. Even the soundtrack too. Soundtrack's one of the most iconic things, not even in horror and film. Not even to mention John Carpenter made the film and the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is that good, and the story of the film is that good. It's just incredible to me. I like music also. I've gotten into music production in my late teens. It's just crazy to me that both of my favorite hobbies mesh in that, and I just aspired to do that one day. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw another slasher on here, man. I can't help myself. Um, this is kind of a more recent one, Terrifier 2. I watched the first Terrifier in 2019 because it was on Netflix, and I thought, I still hold the opinion to this day, that is bad. I thought it was terrible. I thought there was no reason for me to care about the two protagonists. There was no depth to the story like we talked about last century Halloween. But I was stuck on Art. I thought Art was a cool killer, but I was just like, man, that movie really did nothing for me. And then like the 2020 hits, and I hear shit about Terrifier 2. They're making Terrifier 2. I was like, people, like, this movie was popular enough to get a part 2. Like, why the fuck are we why are we doing this, dude? Like, who wants to watch this? Like, I don't get it. It wasn't even the gore for me, dude. It was just the fact that there was no substance to Terrifier 1. I'm like, what are people clamoring for? I don't get it. But in 2022, Terrifier 2 comes out, and I am kind of floored. I am floored by the movie. I think that movie is just incredible. It is so weird. It is so wacky. It's so out of the norm. It's an outcast in every sense of the word, and that's something inspiring to me. And I mainly put it on here too because I delved into more of the behind the scenes of it, and learning that Damien Leone is an independent filmmaker. He made the first film for dirt cheap. He's had this idea since like 2005, and that struck a chord with me still to this day. I still champion the series now. Terrifier 3 I think is great as well, but yeah, man, that just really struck a chord with me because I saw some of myself in it, you know, and I know what it is to have that passion for something you can't let go of, and to see it realized in Terrifier 2 and see how crazy it is and see the outpour it got. It just really was something to me, man. Yeah, I love that movie. Guys, this is serious now, alright? Denis Villeneuve, I think, might be my favorite director. I mean, there might be a couple that could come into competition, but when I think of his body of work, Prisoners, Arrival, Dune 1 and 2, they just give me these great feelings of like awe while being a minimalistic type of journey at the same time. It's hard to explain unless you watch it, but if you watch his body of work, you'll get it. But my favorite of his by far, and on my Mount Rushmore, I would say, Blade Runner 2049. This movie, there's nothing quite like it to me. By far my favorite Ryan Gosling performance. I know he's like the heartthrob nowadays, but this is my favorite performance from him. I've yet to see Hail Mary. I've heard that he does pretty good in that, but I don't see how you could top this one, man. I was so emotionally captivated by his story in this movie, and I wanted to see things go right for him, man. And I felt bad at the end when, you know, it all kind of, the revelations fell upon him. Like, yeah, I don't want to get into spoilers because I want you all to watch it, but yeah. Another thing about this movie, the atmosphere, cinematography, overall like vibe is immaculate. This is the type of feeling you want from a movie, a book, a game. You want to be totally engrossed in something. No other like thing ever has engrossed me as much as the world of Blade Runner 2049. Like, I feel like I'm not even in real life watching it. I feel like I'm in the fucking movie. It's crazy to me. I feel insane talking about it because I'm like, oh, y'all don't get it. No, I'm sure y'all do. But yeah, that's another one that will resonate me until my grave.